Zurich, Switzerland is a famous tourist city and has a very advanced public transportation system to make it easier for the residents and tourists. With a population of 1.83 million people, the city heavily depends on public transport for both residents and tourists. Switzerland also has one of the densest railway networks in the world, and the Zurich airport receives over 29 million passengers a year, where the airport is only 12 minutes from the city center by train. Zurich's transport system includes trains, trams, trolley buses, city buses, suburban buses, and on-demand services. All of these are managed under one ticketing system, which make it easier. Passengers will buy their ticket from machines at the stations, and the system carefully controlled to make sure vehicles are always on time. To keep everything running smoothly, Zurich uses many intelligent transportation system technologies. These include GPS tracking, real-time passenger information, electronic ticketing, traffic signal priority, and detailed scheduling. Every vehicle has onboard computers, GPS, and display screens to help both drivers and passengers. The purpose of studying Zurich transport system is to demonstrate how a city can use intelligent transportation technologies and integrated management to provide a reliable, efficient, and user-friendly public transport network, being a model for other cities to improve urban mobility.
Assalamualaikum, my name is ZULAIKHA binti RAZI. Now, let's move on to the first question, which is about identify another tourist city that has a multimodal intelligent transportation system. Compare and contrast the two systems. So, I have been doing some research and I found that another city that has a multimodal intelligent transportation is Singapore. Singapore's public transport system is renowned for its efficiency, affordability, and extensive network, making it as a model for cities worldwide. Singapore's public transport network is shaped up with trains like MRT and LRT systems, buses and taxis. There are currently 6 MRT lines, 3 LRT lines covering around 241 kilometers in total and have more than 300 bus routes operating. Taxis are a very popular type of transport in Singapore as the fares there are relatively affordable compared to the other developed countries.
Now, I will explain the comparison between Zurich and Singapore in terms of their multimodal intelligent transportation system. First, both Zurich and Singapore have highly multimodal public transport system. In Zurich, the system includes trams, trolley buses, the S-Bahn commuter rail, funiculars, cable cars, and even ferries. This shows how extensive and connected their transport network is. In Singapore, the main modes are the MRT, LRT, buses, and taxis, all of which are integrated under a single national network managed by the Land Transport Authority. Both cities make it easy for people to move between different modes smoothly. Second, both cities use integrated ticketing systems. Zurich uses a zone-based system under ZVV, where one ticket allows seamless travel across trams, trains, and buses. Singapore also uses one integrated card system, such as EasyLink or Nets FlashPay, which allows transfer between MRT, LRT, and buses. This makes traveling convenient and reduces barriers for commuters and tourists. Third, both cities apply intelligent transport system to increase efficiency. Zurich used tram and bus priority at traffic signals, automated vehicle tracking, and adaptive signal control across more than 200 intersections. Singapore, on the other hand, used real-time data, smart traffic control, predictive analytic, and digital mobility apps as part of the Smart Mobility 2030 plan. Both cities rely heavily on technology to optimize movement and reduce delays. Last one, both cities actively promote public transport over private cars. Zurich prioritizes trams and buses at intersections and is known as one of the most public transport-friendly cities in the world. Singapore reduced car usage, through efficient MRT and bus system and policies such as the electronic road pricing to manage congestion. In conclusion, both Zurich and Singapore share similar strengths, which is they are highly multimodal, use integrated fare systems, depend on intelligent transport technologies, and encourage public transport over private cars. These similarities show how smart mobility can improve efficiency and convenience in major global cities.
Okay, so for the contrast, the first one is the transport mode. Zurich have diverse mix of land and water-based transport. Meanwhile, Singapore are heavily rely on their land-based public transport. Next is the network design and urban coverage. In Zurich, many residents live within 300 to 400 meters of a tram bus or trail stop, giving it a close coverage. Meanwhile, in Singapore, the country is covered with the public transport to reach almost all the neighborhoods and areas beyond the rail coverage. Other than that, is the transit frequency. So the Zurich trams or bus runs many routes every 5 to 8 minutes. And meanwhile in Singapore, their MRT run at a very high frequency. If peak hour, it will run every 2 to 5 minutes. And if it during off-peak hours, it will run every 5 to 7 minutes. And lastly, is the transit type emphasize and character. In Zurich, they emphasize the surface transit, integrating with urban fabric and pedestrian zones. Meanwhile, in Singapore, they emphasize heavy, high capacity rail like MRT or LRT to handle the large population and demand there, and also buses for the last miles coverage.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is DAHLIAH binti ERINYANTO and I will be presenting for question 2. Zurich could improve user friendliness for international visitors by simplifying its ticketing system, as the case study notes that current vending machines can be difficult for foreign tourists to understand due to unfamiliar language and system complexity. Multilingual ticketing interface with step-by-step visuals would reduce confusion, especially for non-German speaking visitors. Also, introducing universal contactless payment options such as tap and go using international credit cards would further streamline the process, following successful models like London's transport system, which significantly improved tourist mobility. Additionally, Zurich could enhance the visibility and accessibility of its tourist transport passes, such as the Zurich card, by making them easier to buy at airports, hotels, and online. Consistent with recommendations by the World Bank in 2018 and UNWTO in 2017, which highlights simple, integrated ticketing as key to improving tourist experience in urban mobility systems. Furthermore, Zurich can develop its transport to be more tourist-friendly by expanding sustainable travel options. This includes adding more safe walking paths, creating extra cycling and e-bike lanes, and increasing the number of bike and e-bike rental stations near hotels and attractions. The city can also improve electric public transport by offering clear signs, multilingual information, and easier ticket system for visitors as mentioned before. More boat connections on the lake and river can also give tourists a scenic, eco-friendly way to explore the city. These improvements reduce pollution, make the city quieter, and allow tourists to enjoy Zurich's beautiful surroundings without needing to rent cars.
Hi everyone, my name is Safirah and I am the last presenter. So to conclude, Zurich transport system shows how well a city can work when planning, policies and the community all move in the same direction. Everything in the system connects smoothly whether it's the buses, trains, cycling paths, or even the walkable streets. This creates a travel experience that is simple, reliable, and stress-free for everyone who lives in or visit the city. What makes Zurich truly stand out is its strong commitment to reducing car use. Instead, the city encourages greener options, such as public transport, cycling, and walking. This not only helps reduce pollution, but also creates a cleaner and more comfortable environment for people. So overall, Zurich proved that sustainable transport is not just about getting from one place to another. It's about improving daily life, supporting the city's economy, and protecting the future Zurich. So it is such a great example of how thoughtful and consistent planning can shape a healthier, more connected, and more enjoyable city for everyone to live.